Ooba is South Africa's leading home loan originator and offers a range of tools and financing solutions for people purchasing property. Their website was last updated in 2008, and while it was still delivering leads, Ooba was aware that the site had a number of technical frailties and hadn't kept pace with broader web development practices. Knowing that a thorough web enhancement project would improve user experience and boost revenue generation, the company appointed Two-Stroke to rebuild the site in early 2013. Ooba's brief to Two-Stroke contained a number of elements. They wanted to enhance the usability of the site to boost home loan inquiries. They wanted a new look and feel that would support their positioning as the experts in home finance. They asked us to replace the site's legacy Oracle-driven front end while maintaining direct integration with an existing Oracle backend. They were after an open-source CMS that would enable their team to make content updates, and they wanted to upgrade the information architecture to enhance search engine friendliness. As Ooba provides a no-fuss way to secure property finance, we wanted to reflect this convenience and simplicity throughout the content and design of the site. In order to inform our decision-making, we began by conducting a usability study of the old site using the Crazy Egg tracking tool. This helped us determine how content should be presented and how it could be made more interactive. The site was given a design overhaul with greater use of screen width to give it a contemporary feel whilst maintaining Ooba's corporate colors and brand essence. Icon-based shortcuts were placed above the fold to break the previously content-heavy pages and make information more accessible. As an example, homepage icons direct visitors to key resources, including application forms, calculators, and insurance products. Old calculators, seen on the left of this screen, were unnecessarily complex and challenging to use. By splitting them into shorter forms, we were able to make them more user-friendly while delivering a larger range of possible calculations. Incorporating information buttons helps users, while displaying related content beneath calculation returns guides visitors to the next stage of their journey. Application forms were given a similar overhaul. Again, an example of a previous form can be seen on the left of the screen, with the new form overlaid. Taking the applicant through a series of smaller sections makes the form seem less daunting, while making it easier to identify where drop-off occurs. A progress indicator lets users know how far along they are in the application process, further reducing the likelihood of drop-off. To make things even simpler, when a visitor enters data, the values are captured for that browsing session. These can then be pre-populated into other application or contact forms which require similar information. As with the calculators, related content is featured below forms, making it easier for visitors to navigate through the site and locate relevant information. The success of this new approach was evidenced by the significant increase seen in page views and the sharp fall that was witnessed in bounce rate across all forms and calculators. To further aid interaction, a live chat facility was implemented to allow visitors to engage directly with a site operator or sales assistant in real time. In the 4 months since the site went live, there have been more than 3,000 live chat events. Top-level navigation was designed to focus on what the web visitor wants. Data from Crazy Egg and Google Analytics confirmed visitors were more interested in application forms, tools, and advice than they were in company information or career opportunities. Accordingly, the top menu was restructured to focus on 4 simple tabs: how to apply for a home loan, how to calculate home loan costs, home loan advice, and broader contact information. Access to more generic corporate information was provided from the footer. As with previous slides, we show before and after views of internal content pages. The improved navigational flow and the introduction of related content has led to an increase in page views and a near 50% decline in bounce rates across all internal content pages. Responsive design ensures that the site renders equally effectively on PC, tablet, and mobile devices. Since the new site launched, mobile page views have increased by 150%, while bounce rate has fallen by over 60%. Results for tablet views are equally impressive. At a technical level, Drupal was chosen as the technology because the open source platform offered all of the necessary functional components. The content management framework allows Ooba's internal marketing team to modify basic content themselves. They also have the ability to relate content manually. This means that on a specific page, they can steer the user to follow the desired path through the website. To handle integration between the Drupal frontend and Ooba's Oracle backend, we built a PHP interface, making use of a web service to handle communication. This had an impact on the way in which data was exchanged for application forms and calculators, and allowed Ooba to better track where their referral leads came from. When a visitor enters data into a front-end form, the interface performs a series of inline validation checks before translating the data into a format compatible with the portlet components used by Oracle. Oracle returns a JSON encoded array which is decrypted and presented on the website's front end. A further layer of integration is provided for the site calculators. A front-end web form captures and encodes the data and then sends a request to the Java portlet asynchronously. This interprets the results in real time, delivering immediate feedback to the visitor. To provide redundancy, all submissions are placed in a message queue that ensures no data is lost if there's a communications breakdown. A key element of the rebuild focused on enhancing the site's search engine visibility, as well as improving site architecture by creating category and folder structures that make the site more accessible to humans and search engines. We were also able to implement JavaScript tracking to better record activity at a page-level basis, allowing further iterations of design and content relation. One of the more interesting innovations in this site rebuild was the way in which we address web spam. A general increase in web spam has encouraged more web owners to implement captures on forms. Not only do these break the look and feel of sites, but they also impact human usability as they're not always easy to read or interpret. To combat the spam threat without the need for captures, web forms throughout make use of a unique hidden field. Although this can't be seen by humans, spam bots are tricked into believing it's mandatory. Thus, any submissions that contain data in this field are automatically disregarded and not passed through to the call center for processing. A final consideration from both a technology and an SEO perspective was to help Uber's audience of estate agents. Although many of them make a commission from referring bond applicants to Uber, they're naturally keen to keep visitors on their own sites. By creating iframes in various shapes and sizes for the calculators, we encourage them to embed these tools on their own sites. This resulted in a significant number of estate agents linking to the Uber site. We've also seen an increase in referral traffic from estate agents of over 100% since site launch. The primary benchmark for success, however, was the overall number of leads that came through the website. This chart shows the increase in leads since the end of last year. Bear in mind that bond origination requests peak during house buying season, which is typically in the summer months. So while strong growth would have been expected in the February to April period, a normal situation would have seen a decline in leads in the May to July period. In fact, over these 3 months, which were immediately after the new site launched, leads grew by 22% when compared to the previous quarter. More impressive still was that the number of approvals leapt by 44%. That means that the quality of lead was significantly greater than had been witnessed in previous months. Since relaunch, the site's bounce rate has fallen significantly, while traffic has increased by more than 50%, which is testament to the SEO planning that went into the development project. As further evidence of this, the site's visibility, as defined by the number of keywords driving organic traffic, has grown by 89% year-on-year, from over 2,500 referring keywords in August 2012 to just under 4,500 in August 2013. With the evidenced improvement in usability and the sharp increase that's been witnessed in site conversion, Uber is now well positioned as we move into the summer house buying season to reaffirm its position as South Africa's expert in home finance.